Dropping track 4 from her latest project called Citizens is Fauzia with So Lie. I've got the lyrics in front of me, but as usual, I like to spice up the video a bit. We know a lot who follow Fauzia about her already. We know she's an engineering student, she likes to play the piano during her breaks, and she's a very intelligent lyricist, as we're going to see. But I just want to make an initial point that I wish a lot of people would take a leaf out of Fauzia's book. Now, I know it costs money, but to do a visualizer before you actually do the official videos is something Fauzia's gotten into recently. And I have to congratulate her because we as able-bodied people, and I hope everybody is watching, and if not, don't be, you're still one of us. And if you love Fauzia, you're definitely one of us. But let's get back to the original point it was making. It opens up the door to deaf people and a lot of other people with hearing problems who can hear the beats. Because a deaf friend of mine said she's one of the few artists that I commend simply because she's able to produce wonderful visualizers before her main videos, and I get to read the lyrics. I hear the beats and I get to read the lyrics. So for me, I'm a huge fan of hers, and I thought I'd mention that and give her a big shout out and a big thanks to all the creative team around her. It's something that this intelligent young woman does and probably doesn't even get thanked for, but I'm going to thank her today. Plus also, we're going to do, for those newcomers, I'm sure there's not many left in the world because she's a superstar now all over. How was Fauzia discovered? Often these questions are asked and put onto my comment section, so I thought I'd put them together, I'd researched them, and I've got different pages for all these answers to the questions you have asked. Well, she was discovered by award-winning manager Tim Jones of local company Pipe and Hat when her YouTube channel cover of Adele's hit Hello rippled through the music industry grapevine. That's as much as we need for that. Often this is asked as well, where is Fauzia from? She's from Casablanca, everybody, Morocco, that's her place of birth. And what is Fauzia's real name? She is Fauzia. Now, I would find this difficult to pronounce, even as a Fauzia fan, and for those people, just forgive me. I always say my pronunciations, I speak English well, but my pronunciations on first time words, like I know her as Fauzia, is Yuhaya. I would say that, Fauzia Yuhaya, without pronouncing the O. So that's her name. Although all the fans now are typing, I can just see them typing out, that is not her name, this is how you pronounce it, please do it right. But the great thing about Fauzia fans is, like Aurora fans, I'm a great warrior of Aurora, is just that when it comes to Fauzia fans, we're very good to each other. We allow us to make mistakes. Do I do it this way? Ching ching. So that's it. That's the little, what else can there be? What genre is Fauzia? Pop. Simple as that. And if there's any other facts, I'm sure I'll leave it in. Oh, merchandise was the other one. Somebody said to me, she has a range of merchandise. Have you got the link? I do have the link somewhere in my notes, and I'm going to put it on my description to this particular video. People have often asked that. So that would be on top of that. Now, I have the lyrics. I'm just making double sure I do. And they're here. I have them next, so I can get on with the video, listen to the song for the first time, and just praise the superstar that is Fauzia and her poor broken heart. So let's have empathy and sympathize with her, and at the end I'll give you my interpretation of the lyrics. Now remember, all my videos are open to my interpretation, because wouldn't it be boring if we all got the same message from because I often get fans saying this is not what the song's about, and I say, well, I'm sorry for you, but if everybody had the same message based on what they've read on social media, how boring the world would be. It would be very robotic. We respond to words in songs, and we respond in a different way, all of us do. And so therefore I say to people, I'm giving you my interpretation just as a different aspect to the lyrics, and maybe something to think about. Who knows? But let's share a moment straight after we listen to the visualizer lyrical video of So Lie. Take it away, Fauzia.
I can see it in your eyes. You don't love me like you say you do. Got a feeling that we're fading, looking for a way we can make it through. If it isn't you, it's not, then you know that nobody feels like you. Now I'm begging, keep pretending, tell me that I'm everything to you, and string me along one more time, one more time, one more, leading me on. It's so wrong that it's right when you lie to me tonight. Tell me that you love me even though it's all a lie. Oh, lie, pretty little lie. You don't need to mean it, I believe it when you lie. So lie, la 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 yeah, la 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 yeah. So lie, la 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 yeah, la 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 yeah. So lie. Can you give me anything, any little thing, make me think you'll stay? You know we can still imagine, fantasizing that it's not too late. You don't have to leave tomorrow, don't you kinda wanna make it wait? I just need a little hope that if you're gonna go, you'll take half the pain. Just string me along one more time, one more time, one more, leading me on. It's so wrong that it's right when you lie to me tonight. Tell me that you love me even though it's all a lie. Oh, lie, pretty little lie. You don't need to mean it, I believe it when you lie. So lie, la 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 yeah, la 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 yeah. So lie, la 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 yeah, la 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 yeah. So lie, la 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 yeah, la 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 yeah. So lie, la 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 yeah, la 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 yeah. So lie.
So, Fauzia would prefer them to So Lie. There's a lot in that, even though it seems quite simple and lyrical. Congratulations on another wonderful visualizer, Fauzia. Again, I emphasize the point that I wish other artists would take a leaf out of your book and then drop the original video. But you open it up then to two worlds of people that want to follow people and listen, and this is a wonderful thing and the way to go. So I hope you keep it up, Fauzia. I really do. Even though it costs a lot. I'm sure you're not short of £1 or two. But we'll get back to the lyrics because we did talk quite a bit in the beginning. And it's all live. Verse 1. Oh, I can see it in your eyes, she begins. You don't love me like you say you do. Got a feeling that we're fading. Looking for a way we can make it through. If it isn't you, it's nothing. You know that nobody feels like you. Now I'm begging, keep pretending. Tell me that I'm everything to you. I often feel in life what Fauzia does is she hits the rawest nerves of a person. She really does. If you were going through a breakup at the moment, or you sensed that the person you were with didn't want to be with you, and you were trying everything that you could to keep that person's attention, to keep things fresh, you almost become mentally exhausted with it all. Well, you do actually, and you become physically exhausted because the mental over the physical affects you. And sometimes what you don't get is all your efforts are put into keeping things fresh. You know something's amiss, but yet nothing is said back to you, and that is absolutely devastating. Silence is the worst form of torture. It really is, when you're just waiting for a response. Because as she said, now I'm begging. I keep pretending. Tell me that I'm everything to you. I'm going to give this advice to any person that is, as Fauzia has put it very aptly and very rawly, and I think it's the best way to do things. There's no middle ground here. It's black and white. If you're going through this, step back. And I think you need to ask yourself, Am I worth this? Not him or her. Am I worth this mental torture, this physical drainage after mentally not getting any kind of response from this person? That I'm always pretending to be happy when I'm actually screaming out loud, God, I hate you for not giving me deserved attention. What's going on here? But instead you curtail it, you're quiet, and you carry on. Number one, that's the worst thing to do. You step back and you look in the mirror and you say, what have I become? That's the first question you have to ask yourself in these situations. And this thing about tell me that I'm everything to you, what you need to do is twist those words around and look in the mirror and say, what have I become? And ask yourself, what do I want to become? And most people would say a self-respecting, dignified, loving person, from both the person that you're giving all this attention to and from yourself. If you don't give it to yourself, you're not going to get it from somebody else. And if you keep putting all that wasted energy into them, why don't you just stop, step back, empower yourself, turn around and say, okay, I can't do the fingers we're on YouTube, but just go, I'm sure you understand, and walk off. Because tell me that I'm everything to you. You really need to tell yourself that you are everything to yourself and that you love yourself. But how can you love yourself if you're putting all this wasted energy and love into somebody that doesn't respond to you? There's no love left. You're exhausted. So think about that, everybody. It's not worth it. Walk away from it. Pre-chorus, and string me along one more time, one more time, one more time, continues Fawzia, leading me on. It's so wrong that it's right when you, this is when she goes into the chorus, lie, lie to me tonight, tell me that you love me, even though it's all a lie. Oh, oh, lie, pretty little lie, you don't need to mean it, I'll believe it when you lie, so lie. Fawzia, I don't know what message you're trying to give in this song, but I'm going to stop you right here and now. If you've been through this, and a lot of people are going through this, I'm actually in shock, and I'll tell you why. Because when you're intelligent, when you are not because you're successful, Fawzia, I'm talking to all the mass women that are following you, young ladies. Do women and young girls really put themselves through this, where they want to be lied to? Really? I thought it all changed. Maybe I'm just old-fashioned, but in my day, yes, that happened a lot. But I feel women today and men today being lied to by their partners or the person they're with, seeking attention from, is something of the past. So when it says lie to me tonight, tell me that you love me, there's a desperation here, a begging, and it's a situation where you get deeper and deeper into. And obviously in this, we have to go to the next verse because she's continuing lie, 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 lie. So she's almost begging this person, I just need lies to make me feel good. Why would a person, here's my question, why would a person want that in today's world when there's so many wonderful opportunities? We're not limited. Nobody judges you on, especially in the Western world here, we're not judged in sexuality, how you are, what friends whom you date. There's so many wonderful freedoms, and it's almost like lie, 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 lie. If you're in that situation, you really need to walk away and empower yourself by walking away from this, because it's a dangerous situation to be in. Because what you do is, if you get a person to lie to you just to make you feel good, you've actually stripped yourself of any dignity and any worth. And that person who's lying to you, know they're lying to you, and you're accepting it, is obviously with somebody else, and not just you. You're just a sidekick. You're just a sexual thing. But they're obviously with somebody else, because if you can't be bothered, if you want to be with them for the wrong reasons, hey, I don't mind having you, but I'm going to have others as well. It's a crazy situation to be in. Verse 2 goes, can you give me anything, and any little thing will you make me stay? Wow. You know we can still imagine. Fauzia, have you really been in this situation? Fantasizing that it's not too late. You don't have to leave tomorrow. You don't have to leave tomorrow, so you've allowed them to stay overnight, and you've had the sexual element of it, and you're like, you don't have to leave. You can stay a bit longer. Don't you kind of want to make it wait? No, they don't, because if you in these situations again, if you give out more than you get back, and in this case nothing, then what are you waiting for? I just need a little hope if that you'll take half the pain. Unless you sort out your own pain mentally and put dignity back into yourself, there'll always be pain. And this thing about half pain, no, it'll be you full of pain. But you're like the hamster going round on the wheel, doing it again and again to yourself. You just need to stop in these situations. Just string me along one more time. Oh my God, one more time. Lead me on. It's so wrong that it's right when you lie. So it's okay if the person that you like a lot lies to you. That's okay. That's cool. Anybody else does it, your sister, your friend, that's wrong. But somebody like this can walk all over you and lie to you, and that's okay. When you lie to me tonight, tell me that you love me, even though it's all a lie. Oh, pretty little lie. You don't need to mean it. I believe it when you lie. So, and it continues all the lie, so lie. What's the message I think Fauzia's trying to give in this song? It's as simple as this. If you allow somebody else to lie to you, you will end up becoming nothing, feeling nothing mentally and physically. And I think the message Fauzia's giving is, if you live that lie, the only person you're lying to is yourself. And it's a sad situation to be in, so get out of it. That's her message, for sure. For sure, that's her message, from obviously something that she's experienced personally. So that's it, everybody. Thanks for listening. Track 4 of I've reacted to Puppet. Please check that out on my channel. I've also reacted to another one that's going to be hopefully unblocked next week. I had to wait a month. And hopefully this won't be blocked. Third time lucky, this won't be blocked. And we'll get back to the old ways where I can just do reactions to Fauzia there and then, and everything is going forward. But there will be another one. I'll keep reacting to all of this project. And until the next, take care, comment, subscribe, and like. Please